Hey folks, good evening. It's not often that I'll respond to a specific comment with video on my channel, but this comment deserves a response. So I did a video earlier, which for some reason YouTube is now defaulting shorts to private. I have to keep an eye on that. Didn't realize after I told everybody where to find it, nobody could find it, so I had to send another message out that it's available. But I did a video about how the South African ANC defaults to gender-based violence every time they get caught with their pants down. Suddenly they care about gender-based violence. But in reality, they don't. They take no steps, no concrete action to hold people accountable and to increase the strength of families. No, they do quite the opposite, breaking families apart with pervasive unemployment. Their policies that are race-based, which harm everyone by keeping economic development down. But I received a comment on my video saying that because I said that the News 24 article, which blames apartheid and colonialism for the pervasive gender-based violence and the disrespect for women. So Jan van Riebeck and political structures that occurred 400 years ago are more responsible for the conduct and behavior of individuals today than parents who are not raising their children properly. Well, no, they're not. That's what the News 24 article was trying to claim. Well, the person who commented on my video was saying, well, there are legacies from that. And of course, the reason why people abuse women and treat them poorly is because, you know, the poverty and all the problems created by colonialism. Well, that's just nonsense. People need to take responsibility for their actions. Yes, you can lay some of that there, some of the blame there for past situations where some people were in poverty. But to imply that poor people are just different than rich people when it comes to morality, it's just insulting and downright rude. Having grown up in poverty for a part of my youth, I don't want to hear that nonsense. You know, I didn't learn to disrespect or mistreat women because I was poor or because I didn't have, you know, wealthy influences around me, or I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth, and neither do billions of other people around the planet. That's just an uninformed, leftist, privileged position that just tries to attribute failed behavior to poverty. Poverty is not the problem. Poverty is a problem, but poverty is not the reason why men rape women, why men sexually assault women, why men beat women, why there's spousal abuse. Moral failing is why that occurs. And don't blame it on, you know, excuses. There's no excuse to do such thing, ever. There's no excuse. It's a moral failing. And it starts with the lack of a nuclear family with two loving parents raising their child in a loving environment, teaching them right from wrong. That's where it starts. That's the largest problem. And everyone's responsible for that, men and women. They need to raise children properly. And people need to take responsibility for when they dip their wick in. You dip your wick in and you impregnate someone, you have a responsibility. You need to step up and be a man. And the women need to stop blaming men. Start taking responsibility for their actions and for raising these little heathens to attack women. That's the bottom line. Quit blaming poor people. It's not their fault.